Now, why are we going for analytics? Why do we want to go into analytics? The reason why we are going into analytics is, see, there are automated tools, right? There are automated tools which can do automatic split testing for you, right? Which can do automatic split testing for you, right? But at the same time, there are two reasons. Number one, we always don't want to rely on the data of of the company who is owning that tool. I mean, they are owning that tool, and I'm not really sure, right? I'm not really sure. I mean, if I'm talking about analytics, I would always trust Google Analytics more than anything than anyone else, right? I would trust on Google Analytics tracking, right? Number one, it is their own tool. Number two, I know that Google Analytics can give me better tracking results, so why not, right? So how many of you know, or how many of you have added Google Analytics into your sites? How many of you have added Google Analytics into your site? Just give me a one if you have added Google Analytics into your site. Just give me a two if you have not. Okay, so Google Analytics, see, it's a wonderful platform. Once again, free of cost, does not cost you anything, right? But it is the king when you want to track anything regarding your funnels, regarding your pages, regarding your split test, right? So yesterday, I showed you this, right? Yesterday, I showed you this, that these are the sales pages, these are the training pages, these are the Saurabh Bhatnagar webinar invitation pages. But how will I come to know which particular page of mine is converting the best, right? And for this reason, see, I'm dividing the traffic into multiple pages. That is part number one. But I do need to know that which page is converting the best, right? So for that, we are using analytics. I mean, that's as simple as it can get, right? So what you have to do, right? Add all your sites over here, right? So analytics account, my consulting course, Geekotech, Innovation Excellence, Let's Spin, Saurabh Bhatnagar. If I go into Saurabh Bhatnagar, all my websites will show up over here. So BBK Vines, BB Ninja, Cricket Month, Dockies, Gear Click, Saurabh Bhatnagar, Minion Saga, all the websites that I have added in this particular analytics account of mine, right? Now, let me go ahead with Saurabh Bhatnagar, right? Okay, do you know how to add Google Analytics into your site? Just give me a one if you know, just give me a two if you don't. I mean, see, this is pretty simple. How to add Google Analytics, it is just a piece of code, and we won't waste our precious time of funnel mastery for which you have paid for doing a simple task like this. All you have to do is simply go to YouTube and find a video how to add Google Analytics code into your site, and you will be able to do that, right? So this is a 1 to 2 minutes task, right? Even I created a video on adding the analytics tracking into the site. I created that video around 3 years ago, right? So it is in my YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube, uh, learn how to do it, and just add the code, right? Just add the code. So what it does at the end of the day, after you have done all the settings, it gives you a tracking code, right? It gives you a tracking code, just like Facebook Pixel. Since just like Facebook Pixel is a tracking code, right? Similarly, this Google Analytics is also a tracking code, a piece of code, nothing else, right? So this is the tracking code. Now all you have to do is just copy this code, right? Just copy this code and add this code to all your pages, right? Add this code to all your pages. So let's suppose this is the funnel mastery page, right? And this is the funnel ticket page, right? So this is the thank you page after somebody purchases funnel mastery, right? So this is the thank you page after somebody purchases funnel mastery, right? By the way, can you hear some disturbance in the background? If yes, I will change the setup. Okay, let me go inside the cabin. I told you that I am working from a co-working space at the moment because I'm still in the shifting process, inside the shifting process. So we shifted to a new city. So that is why I'm traveling here every day. So let me just go ahead. And now it is 8 a.m. So the staff and all other people who work in this co-working space, they start coming in. And that's what causes this disturbance, nothing else. Just 10 more seconds. That's it. We are done. All right. So are you able to see me? Are you able to hear me once again? Just give me a one if you can see me, if you can hear me once again. All right. So we have a new one. You are late, buddy. We have went through so much. We have went through so much today. Oh, so there is an emergency. No worries. No worries. I hope everything is okay. That's the only concern. You can watch the recording. No worries. Right. All right. So we were going ahead into analytics. Right. Okay. So this is the page. This is the funnel ticket page. Now this is the thank you page, right? This is the thank you page. This funnel ticket page funnel ticket page is the thank you page, right? And this funnel mastery page, it was the sales page of funnel mastery, right? So this funnel mastery page was the sales page. This funnel ticket page was the thank you page. That I mean, that is the only thing you have to see at the moment. Now compare it with your business, right? So you will have a sales page, you will have a thank you page, right? Now, how do you track things? How do you track things in analytics? See, you should have you should have this tracking code in this page, and you should have the tracking code in this page. I mean, not a lot of work, right? Just copy and paste this code in these two pages, right? In the HTML of these pages, or maybe if you are using a landing page builder, all of them allow you to add the external script, right? uh, I hope this is good. Give me a one if we are clear on this point. Okay, so just copy this code and add it to your landing page, right? Add it to your landing pages. Now, this analytics code is added to both your pages, so automatically it is able to track the audience who is coming to this page. It is automatically able to track the audience who is coming to the funnel mastery page, and automatically it is able to track the audience who is coming to the thank you page, right? And that is how it will give you the entire data, right? That is how it will give you the entire data. Let me open all the four pages that we discussed yesterday, right? So this is one page, this is another page, this is another page, and this is another page, right? So these are all the pages of my webinar registration page, right? Now, of course, I don't have to tweak a lot with the thank you page, right? For all these four pages, I have just one single thank you page, right? For all these four pages, I have this one single thank you page, right? I don't remember the thank you page URL at the moment, and that is really not important right now. So what we need to understand is, how do we track that which one of these pages is converting the best? So for that, what we need to do is add the code in all these pages. Now go to analytics, and over here, let's get this back, right? Over here, there is a conversion tab. There is a conversion tab, right? And the conversion tab, you can create your goals, right? You can create your goals. So let me click on goal URL. All right, and let me copy the thank you page URL. All right, this is the thank you page URL. Just assume this is the thank you page of this page, this funnel, and this funnel, and this funnel, and this funnel. Just assume that all of these are the split test versions of a single page, right? And this is the thank you page URL. So I would go into analytics, and okay, I have so many things open I cannot see. Let me just hide it. I will be hiding the chat at the moment, or else I'm not able to see my screen. All right, so in the conversions tab, there is a function which says that you can add a new goal, right? Let me bring it up for you. So this is something that you have to do just once. I mean, based on your funnel. And once that is done, you can simply create new goals, as many goals as you want to create, and multiple goals that you will create. You will have the data about all of them. I mean, right over here, right? So, okay. So let me just find it out for you. So this is a funnel that I created. I mean, I don't even remember when I created this. So it is showing me this particular funnel of mine. See, once you will create this, you will you will forget it like me because it works on complete automation. I don't even remember which way is the button where I should add the funnel URL. I don't even remember this because this is something that you have to do just once, and now when that is done, it is all good. All goals now, goal completion. So these are the goals that I have created. Where's the button? Inside. Date. I mean, it has nothing to do with date at the moment. Okay, let's do the easiest thing, right? Let me just Google it for you. That is the first step that we need to do, right? Uh, how to add a goal and analytics. That's as easy as it can get, right? Okay, so admin goals over here. So let me click on the admin tab, right? And goals. Okay, new goal. Perfect. Things become easy when we are using Google, right? Okay, let's use a custom and let's say it is a webinar, SB webinar registration split test, right? And goal ID 4, okay, it's fine. Destination, duration, pages, screen per session, or an event. Okay, so we are going ahead with destination at the moment, right? Now, destination should be equal to this particular URL, right? Destination should be equal to this particular URL because this is our thank you page, right? So I've added this thank you page and now a goal has been created. Do I want to add a value to it? Let's suppose if I have a value, let's suppose this is a $497 product, I can add this value, right? Do I have to add a funnel for this? I mean, you can do that, right? Or you, if you don't want, right? If you don't want, I mean, if this is a standalone page, you can do that. This is completely up to you, right? So use an app screen name string or a web page URL for each step. For example, use my screen for an app, right? So after that, the only thing that you have to do is verify this goal, right? Now, let me click on save. All right, SB webinar registration split testing. Right, SB webinar registration split testing. Now, in my analytics, I would be able to see that at from all the places where my goal is being completed, right? From all the places from where my goal has been completed, right? So it shows you all sorts of data, right? So once you have created this campaign, you can see it over here. Let me click on it. Once you have created the goal, right? So the goal setup is done, the goal description is done, the goal detail is done. You can simply edit it if you want, right? If you want to create a funnel, you can do that, right? So add another step required, yes or no, right? So let's say if you want to do something like this, that this is a necessary step. So for example, visiting this page is a necessary step for the completion of this funnel, right? If somebody came to this page by default, so this is the registration page, right? So is this a required step? Yes, right. This is a required step. I will click on save. If somebody came to this thank you page directly, then this goal should not be counted. I mean, we don't know from where the person came to that thank you page, right? So if the person came to that thank you page directly, then that goal should not be counted. But if the person has come to this thank you page from this particular URL, which we just added, then that goal is calculated, right? And now, once again, now going back into analytics. Now this is the analytics account, right? And now going back into the goals, I can see the overview, right? I can see the overview that how many users have completed this goal today, right? Of course, we won't have any data over here today because this is something that I did just now. And this thank you page is closed because Funnel Mastery sales are closed, right? But this is something that you can do, right? You can see the goal URLs over here, right? All the goal URLs would be visible over here, goal completion, everything. If you want to do a reverse goal path, right? If you want to do a reverse goal path, right? Of course, this data, everything would be available to you right over here once you will have the data. Since we have added this data, since we have added this right away, this is something that is not, the data is something that is not visible to us right now, right? But along with that, what also analytics allows you to do is you can also see other sort of things in your what do you call it, in your website, right? So for example, what is the behavior of the traffic that is coming in, right? So how many people are coming to what sort of pages? So for example, Funnel Mastery Live, Funnel Mastery Live Class 1, Funnel Mastery Live Class 2, right? WordPress backup, or what sort of pages are popular, right? Or maybe what is the site speed, right? So this does not have a lot of data at the moment, right? So it is not showing you anything. And what is the acquisition strategy that we are using, right? So all sort of acquisition that is coming into a site, that is visible over here. So all the acquisition right now is direct, right? This is, we are talking about goal number 1, right? If we talk about, let's say, goal number 4, because this is the goal we created just now. So over here, you will be able to see the complete acquisition strategy from where the traffic is coming from. So, all right. So let's say if you have a funnel, right? When you have created your funnel, and once you have created that funnel, you have added the URLs. Now analytics will be showing you the entire data from where the traffic is coming from. So if the traffic is coming directly, it would be visible over here. If the traffic is coming via Facebook, it would be visible over here. If the traffic is coming via email, it would be visible over here. And it will show you the entire report that which particular traffic is converting the best for you, right? Which particular traffic is converting the best for you. And that's how we are able to generate, I mean, we are able to see it live in front of our eyes that what is working best for our campaigns, right? What is working best for our campaigns, right? Just have a look. The kind of people who came to our site, do they speak English, or they are English from Great Britain, they are English speaking, and from US, right? Let me click on country. So from here, you are able to see the kind of audience that is coming to your page, right? Indian audience, Canadian audience, Spain audience, right? If you want to even see the city, I mean, if you want to see that which particular traffic is converting the best for you, so Vancouver, Panji, Granulars, Bangalore, right? Right. If you even want to check that which particular browser, Chrome. So let's say, I mean, it depends upon business to business, right? So for example, if you are a company that makes Google Chrome extensions, right? So you would want Chrome data to come over here. You would not want Mozilla Firefox or Apple Safari data to come over here, right? Of course, see, Google Analytics will show you every single kind of data that you want to see, right? If the person is coming to Android, let's say you are a company that does Android apps. Let's say you are a company that does Mac apps or maybe Windows apps. So you can see all sort of data over here. So this is the kind of people, the kind of audience that is coming to my website, right? You can even see the mobile operating system. So they are coming via Android, right? Any lifetime value, audiences, user explorer, demographics. So you can also see the demographics of the audience that is coming to the page. Just have a look. Right. Since we do not have the goals done at this moment, right? So of course we do not have all this data over here, right? Gender, age. Once you have goals created, once you have everything created, you can find all sort of data right over here: language, location, behavior, technology, what kind of technology they are using. Since I don't know at this particular moment what is the your requirement according to your business, but what I do know is what I do want to track. The only thing I want to track is from which place a person is coming to this page of mine, because when we are talking about funnels, that is the only thing that is of prime importance to me, right? Since let's suppose if I am running Facebook advertisements, I am running Facebook advertisement for the audience of 35 to 40 male US, right? So I know by default that there is no other traffic that would be coming over there. So I don't have to look at every single thing. What I do really want to understand is that which of these pages of mine is converting the best. And in that goal conversion, this would be visible to me right then and there. Right. So this is how you can do split testing of your pages by just adding a piece of code. Just adding a piece of code, nothing else. Just let me know. Just give me a one if this is clear. Just give me a one if this is clear. Okay, just give me a two if this is not clear. I do not see a lot of ones. I do not see all the ones yet. Anyone giving me a two? Okay, so I see more ones coming in now. So do you use the commercial programs for split testing? I mean, analytics is working free of cost, and I mean, I do not need, right? See, funnel, this sort of testing is also possible through your Facebook campaigns. So let's say what you can do, you can add your Facebook campaigns, and maybe you can run traffic to your different landing pages. So when you are running traffic to your different landing pages inside your Facebook, you can see directly that which page is converting the best. So for example, you are spending $5 in this page, $5 in this page, $5 in this page, and $5 in this page. After spending $5, you have three conversions over here, one conversion over here, two conversions over here. I mean, you have the winner, right? Since my data acquisition is majority from Facebook, I do all my reporting from Facebook, right? But in your case, you can do all sort of reporting, right? You can do Facebook reporting and you can do this goal tracking reporting. Sometimes your pages are in the back end of your funnel, right? So all these pages which are in the back end of your funnel, for all those pages, you will not have data inside your Facebook, right? So all the pages that are inside the backend of your funnel, for those, you will automatically do testing through analytics, right? For those, you will be doing testing through analytics because the pages are in the backend of your funnel. So just in case if you are running direct traffic to these landing pages, you can simply track it from Facebook, right? But for the backend of your funnel, you have to track it through analytics, right? Just give me a one if this is clear. All right, so this is analytics. Now, I want to show you the king of automation, right? The king of automation. The thing that I use on a daily basis, and that is Zapier. How many of you are using Zapier? Just give me a one if you are using Zapier. Just give me a two if you are not using Zapier. All right. As of now, it is a mixed response. Can we have majority? Can we have more ones and two coming in? Okay. And the majority says that they are not using Zapier. Why not? Why not? Zapier, I mean, this is a real problem solver. The person who believes in full automation. Our goal of funnel mastery is to achieve full automation. That is possible only through Zapier, right? That is possible only through Zapier. How come? Let me show it to you. All right, Madipanya, let me click on login. Just have a look. After funnel mastery, you will become an absolute fan of Zapier. Have a look. I told you that we are running communication mastery funnel, right? Communication mastery is a you can call it a family business that we are doing. I mean, that is the primary product of my brother Rahul Bhatnagar, and I'm helping him in setting up the funnel. Now he is able to do a lot of things by himself. He has learned it very quickly, so that is a real time saver for me as well, right? Uh, Okay, just have a look. 11th October webinar, Zapier. 12th July webinar, 15th August webinar, 18th July, 1st August, 22nd August, 25th July, 26th September, 29th August, 3rd October, 5th September, 6th July, Zoom to Aweber, 8th August, copy Instamojo to Communication Mastery, Front End Pending, Calzoo, Stock Coach, Funnel Mastery, Active Campaign to Zoom, Funnel Mastery, Zoom to Active Campaign, get your money right, get your money right. See, have a look. My funnel mastery is also set on Zapier, right? Invanto special, Zoom to Aweber. Invanto, I did recently did an Invanto promo. Invanto promo, it is on Zapier, right? Calzo stock coach, OTO1 downsell pending, OTO1. This is all stock coach, right? Stock coach affiliate, stock coach OTO1, stock coach OTOs. I cannot even tell you the number of zaps that I have created and deleted. These are all the zaps that are active at the moment, right? These are all the zaps that are active at the moment. I cannot show you the number of zaps that I have deleted, right? So, how do we use a zap, or what is a zap? So let me clear that first. What is a zap? And then I will show you how do we use a zap, right? So let me make you interested now. Let me make you fall in love with Zapier. All right, so see, what we want to do is Zapier, right? So what Zapier does for you is it allows you it allows you to have data from one place, right? It allows you to gather data from one place and pass on that data to the second place, or from that one place you can pass on this data to the third place, to the fourth place, to the fifth place. From there, you can pass on this data to the sixth place. From here, you can pass on this data here. From here, you can pass on this data over here. From here, you can pass on this data over here. From here, you can pass on this data over here. From here, you can pass on this data over here. All right. So at the moment, it would be a little confusing, but let me explain. Now, when you are doing your funnels, when you are creating your funnels, it is, I mean, it will happen that, let's say, if you are running, let's suppose a webinar funnel, right? If you are running a webinar funnel, now imagine that this is your autoresponder and this is your webinar, right? This is your autoresponder, this is your funnel, this is your webinar. And also at the same time, let me use this. Also at the same time, this is your checkout platform, right? So this is checkout, right? This is your what do you call it? This is your webinar platform, and let's say this is your autoresponder, right? Now when we talk about let's say when we talk about funnel mastery, right? If we talk about funnel mastery, now for funnel mastery, the sales were done on Safecard. Is that correct? The sales of funnel mastery were done on Safecard, right? So let me show you this. The sales were done over here, right? Now, when the sales were done over here, I also want this data of the sales that have happened. I also want these leads to go into my autoresponder. Is that correct? Because I need to know who all are the people who have purchased my what do you call it, funnel mastery, right? Who all people have purchased my funnel mastery. So automatically these people have purchased through this checkout platform, right? But from there I need the data to pass on to the autoresponder. Is that correct? And from that autoresponder I also need that data to go inside the Zoom from where you are attending the webinar, right? Is that correct? Just give me a 1 if this is correct. Just give me a 1 if this is correct. Now, can I do this all manually by waking up 24 hours? Can I do this manually? I mean, this my emails are out. The sales are coming in at any time. I do not even know at what time the sales are coming in, until and unless I have created a Zap. A Zap is created inside Zapier. Until and unless I have created a Zap inside Zapier, nothing like this can happen with full automation. Let me show you. Let me show you. One sec. Once you registered for Funnel Mastery, just have a look. I said that you would receive 2 emails like this, right? So this is one email that comes through the checkout platform, which was Safecard, right? Then this is another email that comes through Zoom, right? And this happened on complete automation. And I said that in just few minutes, can I do this on manually? I cannot, right? But these emails have to go out right then and there. These emails have to go out right then and there. If not, the funnel will break down, the funnel will leak, right? So the leads have to be passed. The leads have to be passed into the autoresponder. The leads have to be passed into the webinar platform. The leads have to be passed into the checkout platform. Let's suppose, let's suppose if you also have a, let's say, what do you call it? A backup. Let's suppose if you have a backup autoresponder, now your landing page can connect just one autoresponder in your landing page, right? These landing, I mean, see, if I'm running a landing page, right? If I'm running a landing page, I can add just one autoresponder, right? Now, what if I want to add this data to the backup autoresponder as well, right? What do I do if I want to pass this data to Zoom, the webinar platform, or maybe go to webinar, right? What if I want this data to pass somewhere else? So Anders says, but these systems would usually talk to each other by default, or not usually the case. They don't. They don't. At maximum, there is just one. There is just one, right? See, in Safecard, let's suppose in Safecard, right? When you are creating a product in Safecard, let me take this a screenshot for you, right? I will add this inside the funnel mastery over here. Let me take this screenshot. And let me open my Safecard for you. All right, so let's say if we open this funnel mastery, right? And okay, so this is the pricing, this is the bump, the processor. Okay, PayPal. PayPal integrates with any software. I mean, all of you are using PayPal, right? PayPal does not, right? You talk about affiliates, no affiliates, right? Send them to a URL. Okay, so this sends them to a URL for checkout. This is checkout page. Okay, now on purchase, right? These are the behavior rules, right? On purchase, since you asked that all these systems should be talking to each other, you asked that all these systems should be talking to each other. Yes, they talk, but up to a certain level, right? They talk up to just one level, right? They talk up to just one level, from landing page to autoresponder number one, or maybe from checkout platform to autoresponder number one. But how do I automatically transfer that lead into Zoom, right? That is the thing that we can achieve using Zapier, right? So just have a look. On purchase, submit a custom HTML form. So over here, I have added my active campaign code, right? So all those people who are buying funnel mastery, right? All those people who are buying funnel mastery, they are added to my list inside active campaign. This is clear until now? Is this clear until now? Inside my Safecard account, just give me a one if this is clear until now. Inside my Safecard account, these are the people who have bought funnel mastery and they are being added to my active campaign, right? But what after this? How do you get this code? This is just a normal form code inside your active campaign, or maybe inside your Aweber, maybe your GetResponse, or any autoresponder service you are using in the world. So this is just a basic form code. So number one, how do you work in autoresponders? You create the list, right? You create the list, right, inside your autoresponders. And once you have created the list, then what do? You create the form. right? If there is a direct integration, you go ahead. If there is not any direct integration, then you create a form like this. So name, test, funnel, right? Inline form, subscribe to list. Now this form should send the traffic to, let's suppose, my VIP list, right? Let me click on create, and now the form is created, right? Full name, email. If there is anything else that I want to ask, let's say if I just want to ask first name, right? Then whatever will I do, I will remove this from here. Let's suppose if I also want to ask for the mobile number, then I will add it over here, right? If I want to add any custom field, let's suppose anything, or if I want to add a date or drop down menu or multi selection, whatever it is, I can create a form like this, and then I will click on create, right? Okay, very important thing, very important thing. uh, I mean, these are the things are inside email, right? So I cannot go inside every detail. uh, but one very important thing, when you are creating your form, since you do not know, I assume that you are knowing this, since you do not know, always show the thank you URL. Whenever you are creating a form, always show the thank you URL. And what would be the thank you URL? Whatever your thank you page is. So for example, that funnel ticket page, I will add it over here. So once a person subscribes, the person is automatically sent to the thank you page, right? And one more thing that you should do is you should disable this opt-in confirmation. Always disable this opt-in confirmation. I mean, I won't say always, right? I won't say always, but if you are doing lead generation, right? If you are doing lead generation, you are spending money on traffic, the traffic is coming in, and the traffic has even subscribed, right? The traffic has even subscribed, but then an email like this goes to your subscriber email inbox that you have to confirm by clicking on this link to confirm your subscription to this list. And until and unless the person will confirm, the person will not be added into your autoresponder. I mean, you lose leads over there because the person was intentional about subscribing to your list, but they do not know, number one, they do not know that they would receive an email like this, an opt-in confirmation, right? Number two, I mean, they can get lazy. Let's suppose if they do not click on this link for some reason. I mean, they wanted this. We have already spent money on this, but still we are not getting that lead. So always disable the double opt-in confirmation. This is the theory according to me, right? Now, why do people enable opt-in confirmation? The people enable opt-in confirmation, and that the reason is that to the autoresponder, to the active campaign account, they will see that this list is 110% genuine, right? Because all the leads that have come in, they have come via double opt-in. People have not only subscribed to this, people have also given their confirmation by clicking on the link inside their email that yes, they do want to receive emails from here, right? And that is why, that is how your email account becomes stronger, and active campaign starts delivering your email into updates and sometimes primary instead of promotions, instead of promotions, right? So of course there are pros and there are cons of everything. For me, the biggest pro is that I do not lose the leads, and that is why I disable the opt-in confirmation. If you want to have a complete double opt-in list, right, I suppose that one more challenge right now is, until and unless you have a very huge branding like Gary Vaynerchuk or maybe Neil Patel, I mean, people trust them this much that they are getting leads on autopilot, right? Now, as of now, we are not at this level. We are not at that level. So we are spending money to acquire leads. I don't want my money to get wasted, right? I want that if I'm getting leads for $5, I should get those leads. That is why I disable opt-in confirmation, right? But let's say if you are so much confident about your offering, about your lead magnet, if you are so much confident that you 110% know that person will definitely go to their email autoresponder and will definitely click on the double opt-in confirmation. Then always go for double opt-in, always go for double opt-in. But if you know that you would be leaking leads, this happen I mean, this happens to me, right? I know, if you know that you will be leaking leads, then always disable the double opt-in confirmation. All right, so once this is done, you would click on integrate, and this is the form that will come in. So since you asked from where do you get this code, this is where you get this code, right? Now just have a look. Funnel mastery, just have a look. Funnel mastery, Zoom to active campaign, funnel mastery, active campaign to Zoom. This is the backend that I have created, right? This is the backend that I have created. Just have a look. Let me explain. These are the two zaps that I have created. I will tell you why. All right. So what this first zap does? What this first zap does, right? This first zap, this first zap is sending data. Okay. Now you know inside my Thrive card that from Thrive card the data is automatically going inside my active campaign, right? Give me a one. Give me a one if that is clear. I just showed you. From my Thrive card, the leads are automatically going inside my active campaign, right? That part is clear. Now from active campaign, I want the leads to go inside my Zoom, right? Because I want to subscribe you, the buyers of Funnel Mastery. I want you to automatically get subscribed to the Funnel Mastery webinars, right? Now this is a zap which I have created between active campaign and Zoom. You can see the two logos. So from active campaign, the leads are getting passed to Zoom, right? So this is the first zap that I have created. Now you will also notice that I have created another zap, right? And this says that from Zoom, I'm again passing the leads to active campaign. Why I am doing this? From Zoom, I'm again passing the leads to active campaign. Any random guess? Let's say who can do the mastermind over here out of the audience that we have. Of course, I'm going to explain this, but let's see if anyone can give the right answer. No, who has attended? No. To know who has bought? Correct. To know who has bought, right? Up to an extent, of course. But Zoom is just a webinar platform. Yes, Zoom is a webinar platform, but all the buyers of all the buyers of Funnel Mastery have to be sent inside Zoom, right? Because until and unless you are sent inside Zoom, how will you be able to attend the webinar? I cannot do this work manually all the time, right? I cannot add all the customers of Funnel Mastery manually to everywhere. And this is just Funnel Mastery. What about timeline nomination? What about Facebook Bootcamp? What about Product Launch Masterclass? How can I do this? What about the software that I own? I cannot do this on my own, right? Okay, let me show it to you. Let me open this Zap. Number one, Funnel Mastery AC to Zoom. and then Funnel Mastery's Zoom to Active Campaign. Let me show it to you. Laptop is working slow, don't know why. I guess I left it on sleep mode yesterday. So all the new registrants that are coming into Zoom, they're getting added over here, right? And from there, automatically, they're getting added to the active campaign. So creating, updating a new contact, this is what I have selected. And they are getting added to the list of funnel mastery buyers, right? They're getting added to the list of funnel mastery buyers. And this is the Zoom URL, right? Let me show you how Zoom works, and let's keep this puzzle as a homework for today. I have shown you the backend, right? I have shown you, I've already shown to you what I am doing, right? This is the joining link that I am passing on. This is the first name, last name, and everything that I am passing. Let's see who can reply to me via email or via chat why I'm doing this. Right, let's keep it as a homework, and let me show you the Zapier demo. We should have some fun, right? Let's keep this as a homework for you, and let me show you how Zapier works, right? But now I hope that you have understood the importance of Zapier in your complete funnel creation process. It is of so much of mighty importance that you cannot create a funnel without having Zapier. I mean, you cannot create an advanced automation funnel without having Zapier, right? So how does it work? Let's click on make a zap, right? The best part of Zapier is, see, you asked that these apps would be talking to each other automatically, but how many, right? How many? I mean, if I see, I am a software creator myself, right? I do have softwares, you know that. How many apps can I integrate with? I mean, my developer will just get mad if my customers will come up with the integration requests of all sorts, right? We need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. We need a local payment gateway. I will say, okay. We need a local autoresponder. I will say, okay. Now there are so many markets. If I just talk about Spain, there are so many markets in Spain. If I just talk about India, there's so many local autoresponders. Sorry, there are so many local payment gateways based in India. I cannot integrate all my softwares with so many apps. What Zapier does is Zapier have integration with more than 500 companies. Sorry, more than 5,000 companies. Zapier have integration with more than 5,000 companies. More than 5,000 plus companies. They have integration with more than 5,000 companies. With the help of Zapier, I can easily pass on the data to all these companies, through which, of course, I cannot do, or no company can do integration with all these companies, right? So others comply with Zapier platform? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you just go to the sales page of any top company in the world, any top company. Zapier integration is highlighted over there. Any company, I mean, randomly, just think in your mind which is the top company that comes to your mind, which deals with any form of data, maybe GoToWebinar or any company, right? Your autoresponder, any company. And they would say that yes, we do integrate with Zapier, because Zapier is the only platform from where you can pass on the data to any place in the world, right? So let's suppose if I can pass on the data from Google Sheet. I can pass on the data from Gmail, from Slack, from Twitter, from MailChimp, from Google Calendar, Trello, Facebook Lead Ad, Facebook Pages, Typeform, Google Drive, ActiveCampaign, Google Contact, Asana, HubSpot, Instagram, Google Form, Airtable, Pipedrive, ClickFunnels, Gravity Forms, Dropbox, HubSpot, Todoist. These are just 15, 20. Infusionsoft, we were talking about it, Office 365, Twilio, ManyChat, Wunderlist, Jotform, Shopify, Pinterest. Just have a look. Can you do integrations with so many companies? No, right? So the easiest thing to do is have integration with just one company, which is Zapier, and then you can connect it with any company in the world. So let's suppose I want to pass on the leads from autoresponder to my webinar. Let's take care of the first part of funnel mastery funnel, right? So the first part was people buying the product through Safecut, the leads automatically getting added to active campaign. Now, once the leads are automatically getting added to active campaign, I need a way to add those leads into Zoom, right? So let me show it to you. As soon as a new contact is added to Zapier, right? As soon as a new contact is added to Zapier, this is how Zapier works, right? I have already added my active campaign over here, right? So I will go ahead, right? This is a normal integration that you can do, right? Now I will select the list, right, from where I have the data. So let's suppose if the list is Live Suite Pro, all right, this is just a demo, right? Skip unsubscribe events. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's click on continue, right? Pull in samples. Now what Zapier will do, it will pull in a sample, right? Okay, so a sample has been pulled. So any data that I have over there, so this is a sample that has been pulled, right? Now click on continue. Okay, your Zap currently lacks an action step. Now, the data has been fetched from my active campaign account, right? The data has been fetched from my active campaign account. Now, I need this data to be sent to my Zoom account, right? I need this data to be sent to my Zoom account, right? What I do want is I want to automatically create a registrant for my upcoming webinar. I want to automatically create a registrant for my upcoming webinar. So I will click on save and continue. Right. This is my Zoom SB. This is my brother's Zoom account. So this is my personal Zoom account. This is my brother's personal Zoom account. Right. And I will click on save and continue. And it will automatically fetch all the upcoming webinars list that I have, right? So my upcoming webinar list has been fetched. Now, from that sample data, what I need to pass? I need to pass the contact email address, right? So that is being passed over here. Then what I do need is I want the name to be passed on to the Zoom, right? I mean, when you comment in my chat, right? If the name would not have been passed over here, I would be seeing person 1, person 2, person 3. But that is what I do not see, right? I reply to everyone comments, everyone's chat via your name. And that is because that is because Zapier is allowing me to pass on your name to Zoom, correct? Last name, it is optional, so let's not do that. Send confirmation email. Yes, I do want to send a confirmation email that yes, your Zoom webinar registration is now complete. And let me click on continue. So just to test that everything is working fine, I will click on send test to Zoom. Okay, a test registrant was sent to Zoom just now. The integration was successful. I will click on finish. And now this Zap will work on complete automation. I will just have to give it a name. I will have to just turn it on. Of course, I'm not turning it on right now, right? I will just have to give it a name, turn it on, and my data, my leads will be passing on automatically to any autoresponder or any webinar platform or any CRM platform or anywhere, right? Anywhere. Just tell me how powerful it is. Just give me a one if this is powerful. If you feel Zapier is super powerful, we are using it daily. We are using it daily. Zapier is an outstanding platform. It's a super platform. I mean, you cannot achieve all the automation, all the funnel mastery. The funnel you are here to achieve. You are here to master funnel, right? You cannot achieve funnel mastery without Zapier. The kind of things that you can do with Zapier, it is absolutely outstanding, right? I will also show you one more thing that we are doing, right, inside Zapier. And let me open the JVZoo account. All right. So now, as you can see, that all the customers of ours of stock coach are getting added to our active campaign through Zapier. I mean, just see the kind of need it fills in our business, right? I just showed you that it is serving our need inside funnel mastery. I will just show you that it is serving our need inside my JVZoo. It is serving the need inside my communication mastery funnel. You can see all these apps that are visible over here, right? All these zaps with the dates: 8 August, 5th September, 11th October, which is tomorrow. We have a webinar tomorrow of communication mastery. We have a zap over here. As I said, we are doing using it daily, right? Just have a look. Seller's dashboard. Now, inside the seller's dashboard, let's say if I open this one once again, okay, which is the primary autoresponder that I am using? Which is the primary autoresponder that I am using? Active campaign, right? Active campaign is the one that I'm using. But if you will go inside JVZoo, they don't have the autoresponder integration with active campaign yet. They don't have the autoresponder integration with active campaign yet. They do have Aweber, they do have all two, three others, but they don't have active campaign yet. I don't want to be forced by JVZoo to use Aweber or anything else. Come on, I don't want to be forced to using something else, right? But JVZoo are forcing me to use one of these. So what I did, I took a Aweber account, right? Of course, I always keep a backup autoresponder because see, autoresponders are something in which your business is based, right? If and you can, I mean, believe it or not, any day your autoresponder IP can happen. Can I mean anything can happen to your IP, and if something happens to your IP, maybe to that company or maybe that particular segment in which that IP is based, your business will sink in at that very second because everything is built based on automation, right? I mean, if my email delivery starts going from updates to spam, my business will start sinking. Is that correct? That is why I always keep a backup autoresponder, right? So this Aweber is what is my backup autoresponder, right? Because I have the leads over here, and I mean this is fact number one, and fact number two is that JVZoo is not allowing me to connect my leads to uh, active campaign. So from here, what I'm doing is I'm passing the leads to active Aweber, and with the help of Zapier, just have a look. With the help of Zapier, I'm passing the leads from Aweber to Active Campaign over here. Can you import Active Campaign leads to Aweber without opting again? Absolutely. That is what we are doing. We don't have to do any manual effort. We don't have to do any manual effort. My Aweber leads are passing to Active Campaign without doing any effort. This is completely done on full automation. Just have a look. This is Aweber logo. This is Active Campaign logo. JVZoo is forcing me to pass on my data to Aweber. So this is Aweber. But from Aweber, I'm passing that data to my Active Campaign on full automation. Just have a look. OTO1 to Active Campaign, OTO2 to Active Campaign, OTO2 downsell to Active Campaign, OTO3 to Active Campaign, OTO3 downsell to Active Campaign. I know, but will Aweber allow it? Aweber does not have a say in this. Aweber does not have a say in this. Whether they allow or not, they do not have a say in this. Even if they allow or even if they don't allow, they do not have a say in this. Right? I know if you are smart, you can also do some sort of black hat things over here with the help of Zapier. Right? This is completely up to you. Right? See, Zapier is a tool that allows you to pass data from one place to another. You can use it for your funnels very wisely, and you can use it even to do black hat things. This is completely up to you. I mean, I won't recommend, but this is completely up to you. But Zapier is extremely powerful, right? Can you import account leads to Aweber without opting again? Yes, that is what I'm saying. I thought these guys want you to have options on their platform. That is why Zapier comes into the picture, right? Can I migrate existing subscribers in my Aweber account to Active Campaign using Zapier? Your existing subscribers in Aweber to Active Campaign? No. You cannot migrate your existing subscribers who are in your Aweber account to Active Campaign. See, the funnel works, the Zapier works in a way in which new subscriber is added to the list, and that new subscriber is automatically passed on to another list, right? That new subscriber is passed on to another list. But there is a workaround. Do you want me to share that workaround? Just give me 5 ones. I will share the workaround. All right. I can see yes, please over here. Yeah, it does only in real time. But since Zapier is a master of funnels, Zapier is master of integrations, there are other integrations that you can use to pass on this data, right? There are other integrations that you can use to pass on this data, right? But see, there are technical challenges always. I mean, in passing the data, there is no technical challenge. The technical challenge will come when you will have a new account, right? No, see what will happen. You have a new account. Let's suppose you are asking me this question. That's because you are wanting to subscribe to Active Campaign at this moment, right? Now, since you will create a new Active Campaign account, your account reputation is not good, right? I am using my Active Campaign account since last 2 years. Now, even if I import a list of 5,000, and even if the list is not my subscribed list, even then my emails will go to updates in that to those list, right? After that, I will receive unsubscribed, I will receive spam. That is another concern. But in that first email broadcast that I will send, all my emails will go into the updates folder. That's because the IP reputation of my Active Campaign is strong, right? I can tell you a workaround how to pass on those existing leads inside Zapier and from Zapier to your Active Campaign. But again, since you will be having a new account, your IP reputation won't be very strong, right? And that is why if let's suppose if your list does not react well to the emails that you will send from active campaign, your IP reputation will go down. So do not do any sort of black hat, right? Because the trick that I'm going to share, I mean, people can use it for black hat, but it is ultimately your loss. Why? Because if you will use it, you will send the email, you will see a ton of unsubscribes, you will see a ton of spam complaints, and your IP reputation of your genuine active campaign account will go down if you will be importing a list which is not your subscribed list, right? So always import a list which is your subscription list. All right, now let's go ahead and pass on that trick to you. All you have to do is just create a new zap, right? Just create a new zap, go to Drive, see Zapier has integration with 5,000 plus applications. The only thing that you have to do is just do a bit of research, right? Just do a bit of research, right? Just have a look. What you have to do is go to your Google Drive account, create a new Google Sheet, create a new Google Sheet, right? Please do not use it for any sort of black hat, right? I don't know. I'm saying it again and again because I want to be safe legally, right? All right. So test list funnel mastery. Test list funnel mastery. All right. So name, email, right? Name, email. Okay. So let's say SB, and let me write down my Gmail ID over here, adipreneur@gmail.com, right? Now what I can do is I can create an integration between Google Sheet. So this would be my trigger step and my action step would be active campaign, right? So now what you will do, you will export all your leads from Aweber, right? Just go inside your Aweber account, export the leads, and from there, copy it inside over here, right? Copy those leads over here, and then create a zap between Google Sheet and your active campaign, and all your leads will be passed on. New or updated spreadsheet row, right? New or updated spreadsheet row. Just click on save and continue. First, you will create a zap, right? First, you will create a zap, right? So this is my Good Drive account. I will pick up the spreadsheet over here. Which spreadsheet do I want to pick? All right, so this is the spreadsheet that I want to pick, right? Right, and this is the email that I'm looking to forward. All right, so I have the data. So the data has been pulled, right? I will click on continue. All right, so the data has been pulled. Now all I have to do is create an action step, right? Create an action step. So I will click on my active campaign account. I will select the list and will pass on the data to that list. That's it. Create a new contact inside active campaign, right? Yeah, save and continue. So this is my active campaign account. Over here, what I will do is I will select the list in which I want to pass on the data. Right? Let's suppose my VIP list, and it will require the email address. Okay, I have the email address. It will require the first name. I have the first name. Right? I don't want the other things. Do I want to pass on the tag? Let's say this is funnel mastery buyers, right? So automatically a tag would be created, and nothing else. I will just click on join, right? And I will send the test to active campaign so that we can test that this app is working fine. I will click on finish. Once this is done, my Zap is now created. I will give it a name, click on on. Once this app is on, now all I have to do is just add the data over here, and it will start getting added to your active campaign account. Now, since you will have a new active campaign account, here's a piece of recommendation. Do it small, bit by bit, right? Bit by bit. Don't pass on the entire data at one go, right? I mean, let's suppose if you have 1000 subscribers, don't just come here and pass on that 1000 list at one go. I mean, just do it 50 into 20, so 50 leads at a time, and you do it 20 times, right? So maybe today, and then maybe right now, maybe after 1 hour, then maybe after half an hour, then maybe after, I mean, one time effort you can do that, but you can easily pass on that list from one place to another place using this integration over here. Just give me a one if this was amazing. All right, awesome. All right, so I guess this is it. This is it for today, right? How was today's session? How was today's session? The autoresponder madness that you see in the backend, and then the Zapier, and then the analytics. How was today's session? Is it worth every penny spent in funnel mastery? Can I receive a good testimonial? All right. So once you have time, please send me a good testimonial via email, right? So that I can take screenshots, right? Yeah, please, not a small testimonial. Just give a good one. If you feel so. If you don't, then don't. Right. All right. And so this is it for today's session. Once again, we are over time, but don't worry. Doesn't matter. The motive is to share value. The motive is not to be strict and in terms of time. Right. So this is it for today's session, and we will see each other once again tomorrow. In the meantime, uh, what I would recommend is just revise and start implementation in the very first go, right? Revise and start implementation, because nothing bigger than implementation is the key. Nothing bigger than implementation is the key, because honestly, no one taught me this trick, right? No one taught me this trick. This is something that I found by myself. Since this is and this was a requirement, this is a requirement in your business, then why not it cannot be a requirement in my business? This came as a requirement in my business, right? So I figured out, I was going to all through the journey there and there, and then I figured out this. What I believe in, the biggest fact is that once you are in the implementation mode, once you're in the action mode, all the things will fall into place, right? Whether it will take time or whether it will be instantaneous, but the things will fall into place. That is why I always say this, that one is always greater than zero. Always remember this fact, that one is always greater than zero. I mean, a lot of people do not take any action. A lot of people do not take any action because they feel that their action is not significant, and they always want to hit a six every ball. They always want to, whenever they want to put in the effort, they always want the 100 to come out, right? But this cannot happen. I mean, how can you figure out a thing like this in the very first go when you are getting introduced to Zapier just today? How can I expect you to figure out this by yourself, right? Things will take time, right? Your small imperfect action is much greater than no action. So if you are thinking about doing anything, just don't sit at a stage in which you are not doing any action, right? If you just think about that, whenever I will do it perfectly. See, perfect is something which is an unreal world. Perfect does not exist. Nothing is perfect. Everything is being made perfect by trial and error, by continuously putting in the efforts, right? So just never sit at zero action, never sit at this zone. I would say if you're not doing 100, then do a 90. If you're not doing 90, then do at least 50. If you're not able to do 50, then do just 10. If you're not doing able to do just 10, then do this one, because this one is much bigger than zero. This one is much bigger than zero. Let me show you something. I have this image in my desktop. This keeps me reminded. Just have a look. Let me add this image to the doc, right? I really love this image. I really love this image. Do you understand what it says? Do you understand what it says? The difference between 1.01 and 0.99 is just, there is just one in between these two numbers, right? There is just 1.00 that is in between 1.01 versus 0.99, right? But when you repeat this 0.99 into 365 days in an year, what you get is 0.03. But when you repeat this 1.01 365 times in a year, what you get is 37.8. So this one is not just one. This one is your key to success, right? So never believe in perfect action. Always believe in this small imperfect action. These small imperfect actions will make you successful.